Have you ever wondered if China could conquer Taiwan all on its own? This isn't just a curiosity, a question steeped in decades of history where geopolitics play the lead role on the global stage. Situated at a strategic crossroads in East Asia, Taiwan holds a position that many would argue is disproportionately significant, considering its size. Its unresolved political status and the looming presence of China just across the strait add layers of complexity to this intriguing scenario. Question isn't just hypothetical, it's loaded with international implications. What are the military capabilities of China and Taiwan, you might ask? Let's delve into the military might of these two entities, starting with the People's Republic of China. China boasts one of the largest military forces in the world, with a personnel count reaching into the millions. This vast army is backed by a staggering array of equipment, from tanks and aircraft to an ever-growing fleet of Navy ships. Notably, China's military modernization has been swift, incorporating cutting-edge technologies like stealth fighters, advanced missiles, and cyber warfare capabilities. In contrast, Taiwan's military is significantly smaller, though it is highly trained and technologically sophisticated. Taiwan's defense strategy relies heavily on quality over quantity, focusing on advanced missile systems and a formidable air force. The island has also been proactive in upgrading its defense technologies, often with the assistance of foreign partners, to ensure its forces remain competitive. China's approach to military growth includes not only expanding its conventional forces, but also enhancing its nuclear arsenal and space warfare capabilities. The nation has invested heavily in hypersonic missiles and artificial intelligence, aiming to establish a multidimensional force capable of operating across various domains of warfare. Meanwhile, Taiwan has concentrated on asymmetric warfare strategies. This includes investing in mobile, highly effective anti-ship missiles and developing robust cyber defense systems designed to offset the overwhelming numbers of the Chinese military. Taiwan's strategic geographic position also plays a crucial role, with its mountainous terrain and narrow straits forming natural defenses. Furthermore, Taiwan conducts regular military drills and has compulsory military service, ensuring that its civilian population can be mobilized quickly in the event of a conflict. This readiness complements its technological strategies, forming a comprehensive defense posture. With such disparities, the scales seem tipped. But is it all about sheer numbers? But military confrontations aren't won by numbers alone. What strategies could both sides employ? When considering the strategic dynamics between China and Taiwan, the conversation often turns to China's potential use of air superiority. With one of the largest air forces in the world, China might look to establish dominance in the skies as a preliminary step to any further action. This would not only serve to neutralize Taiwan's air capabilities, but also provide critical support for other operations, such as naval blockades or ground assaults. On the digital front, cyber warfare emerges as another crucial strategy. China, with its advanced cyber capabilities, could potentially disrupt Taiwan's communication systems, financial institutions, and even public utilities, creating chaos and weakening the island's resolve before a single shot is fired. Contrast this with Taiwan's approach, which would likely lean heavily on asymmetric warfare tactics. Knowing the disproportion in military sizes, Taiwan could focus on mobile, highly effective guerrilla strategies and the deployment of advanced missile systems aimed at deterring a larger force. This could make any invasion attempt disproportionately costly for China. Moreover, Taiwan's international alliances play a pivotal role. By strengthening ties with global powers and international bodies, Taiwan could ensure a kind of diplomatic shield, making any aggressive move by China not just a regional, but a global concern. Strategy could well be the great equalizer. Now, how would international relations be affected by such a conflict? In the grand scheme of global politics, the hypothetical conflict over Taiwan would not just ripple, but potentially send shockwaves through international corridors of power. The United States, a key player with significant strategic interests in the Pacific, would find itself at a crossroads. Historically committed to Taiwan's defense through policies like the Taiwan Relations Act, The US might face the tough decision of military intervention or diplomatic pressure. The stakes are high, and the decision would hinge on a complex interplay of international law, alliances, and domestic political pressures. On the other side of the world, the United Nations, often seen as the arbiter of international peace and security, would be thrust into a delicate position. The possibility of Security Council meetings buzzing with debates and resolutions would be high. However, the effectiveness of the UN's response could be hamstrung by the veto powers of its permanent members, including China itself, creating a significant diplomatic deadlock. Neighboring countries in Asia would also find themselves in a precarious situation. Nations like Japan, South Korea, and the Philippines have their own national security tied intricately with the stability of the region. The reaction could range from diplomatic negotiations to bolstering their own military defenses, all under the shadow of avoiding direct conflict while safeguarding their interests. Economically, the repercussions of a conflict could be severe and global. The prospect of economic sanctions against China, a powerhouse in the global market, presents a double-edged sword. While intended to pressure Beijing, sanctions could also disrupt international markets, affect global supply chains, and increase the cost of goods worldwide, thus impacting economies from Europe to North America and beyond. In the realm of military strategy, the waters are equally turbulent. The potential for military interventions, whether in the form of naval blockades or strategic deployments, would require nations to navigate the fine line between deterrence and provocation. The ramifications extend far beyond the immediate battlefield. If you're finding this discussion intriguing, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's just a click away, and you'll get access to a treasure trove of insightful content just like this. Dive deeper with us. Stick around. There's more to uncover. History teaches us many lessons. What can past conflicts tell us about this potential future one? Delving into the annals of history, we find a tapestry of conflicts that have shaped the relationship between China and Taiwan, along with their interactions with the wider world. Take, for example, the Chinese Civil War, a pivotal event that concluded in 1949 with the establishment of the People's Republic of China on the mainland and the Republic of China in Taiwan. This separation set the stage for decades of strained relations and military standoffs. Throughout the Cold War, Taiwan was recognized by many Western nations as the legitimate government of all China, a political chess move against the communist mainland. This period highlights the significant role that international alliances and diplomatic recognition can play in shaping the outcomes of regional disputes. Fast forward to the more recent cross-strait relations, we've seen both saber-rattling and periods of thawing tensions, influenced heavily by global economic shifts and China's rising power on the world stage. Each phase of interaction provides valuable insights into the strategic calculations of both sides. Now, projecting into the future, how might these historical lessons influence the unfolding scenario? One key takeaway is the importance of international alliances and economic interdependencies. China's current global economic integration is vastly different from its isolated past, suggesting that any aggressive move towards Taiwan would have far-reaching economic repercussions, potentially global in scale. Moreover, the evolution of military technology and cyber warfare adds a new dimension to modern conflicts. The lessons from past conventional wars may only be partially applicable in a scenario where digital battlegrounds and economic pressures could play more significant roles. In conclusion, while the specific tactics and strategies may evolve, the fundamental principles of power, influence, and diplomacy continue to guide the interactions between China and Taiwan. As we look to the future, it's clear that understanding these historical dynamics is crucial for predicting and perhaps even shaping what comes next. History might not repeat itself, but it often rhymes. As we've explored today, the question of whether China could conquer Taiwan is complex and multifaceted. This exploration has taken us through a detailed analysis of military capabilities, where we've seen the vast resources and technological advancements at China's disposal juxtaposed with Taiwan's strategic defenses and alliances. The balance of power is delicate, and the military aspect alone paints a picture of an intense potential conflict where both sides possess significant strengths. We've also delved into the strategies that could be employed in such a scenario. From cyber warfare to economic pressures, the tactics extend far beyond the traditional battlefield. These strategies are not just about gaining the upper hand quickly, but also about sustaining control in the long term, a task fraught with challenges on both sides. The international chessboard, with its complex web of alliances and interests, plays a crucial role. Countries around the globe have stakes in the region's stability, from economic dependencies to political alliances, making the issue not just a bilateral, but a global concern. The reactions and decisions of global powers could sway the outcome dramatically. Furthermore, we've looked back into the historical context that has shaped the current dynamics between China and Taiwan. This history is not just a backdrop, but a living influence on the attitudes and decisions of today. Reflecting on all these aspects, it's clear that the question of conquest is not just about military might, but also about political will, international relations, and historical legacies. Each of these elements intertwines to create a scenario that is deeply intricate and inherently unpredictable. So, as we consider these complex layers, let's continue to engage with and question the world around us. Subscribe for more amazing content and keep wondering about the world around you. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.